Derek, we saw what Guatemala is made of last night against Belize. Now they're going up against Honduras. Give me a prognosis on this game between Guatemala and Honduras.
I think this will be a 3-0 victory for Guatemala also, right? Just based on what we've seen of both teams so far. I don't think Honduras has the firepower really to match Guatemala. They can make each set interesting, but I don't think they have the firepower to overcome this Guatemala squad.
No, I was talking to the coach in an interview and the captain of Nicaragua, and they were telling me that they have serious issues with food problem. That 6 of their players from the team got sick because of, they're not sure if it's the food or the water, and that's the reason why we saw the performance that we saw on the court earlier against El Salvador, and they're saying that the Nicaraguan team is much better than what we saw in that game.
Well, I mean, I can't really speak to that way because we saw them play yesterday, and from my estimation, there isn't much difference from what we saw yesterday and what we saw today. Not discrediting their claims to players being sick, no, but I didn't see much difference between yesterday's game and today's game.
Okay, so what we'll do, we'll take a break from the broadcast booth for a couple of minutes, and then when we come back, we should have the starting lineup for you, the first whistle and the first serve in this game between Guatemala and Honduras. Guatemala will be looking for their second straight win in 2 matches. So we'll take a break and then we'll be right back.
That deals only happen once a year or only on special occasions. Walk into any one of our central TV and internet offices to get free installation, free modems, and free MyTV subscriptions. Visit us whether you're in Belize City, Belmopan, San Ignacio, or Benque, or give us a call toll-free at 0800 Cable TV. Central TV and Internet. Bundle and save.
Bundle and save. Central TV and Internet.
How many times have you been away from a TV when there's something on that you want to watch? Or someone's using the only TV in the house and you can't watch your show? My control of your TV time. My TV is designed with you in mind. Whether you're on the go, on break from school or work, or simply relaxing in your backyard, you can have access to local TV at your fingertips. Never miss a show again. My TV offers a 24-hour playback feature so you can go back in time to watch your favorite show. This feature also allows you to pause and watch at your convenience. My TV is available to anyone with internet, wherever they may be. Watching mobile TV has never been easier. Our apps are available on both Google Play and Apple's App Store. My TV works on most Android and Apple devices, including phones and tablets. Players for computers with Windows 7 and 8 or Apple MacBooks can be downloaded from the following links. With My TV from Central TV and Internet, you won't be a slave to your TV anymore. You can watch your programs at your own convenience. You don't have to sit around waiting for your program to begin. The playback feature allows you to access 24 hours of programming. Just select a time and My TV takes you back to what was showing at that time. My TV offers select programs which includes all of Belize's leading local channels, sports, telenovela, kids, and Prime Network channels. Stay tuned in news, talk shows, sporting events, and local programming. It's time to take control. Want My TV? Just contact your nearest Central TV and Internet office, and our friendly customer service representatives will assist you with the registration process. Or simply sign up and register your account through the following link.
You're watching the National Channel. Don't go anywhere.
fajung hate. Ai lirum la lângă veiul, uitum la fajung hate. Ai lirum la lângă veiul, eu nu am gali, domnul Benji Baba. Ai lirum la lângă veiul, eu nu am gali, domnul Benji Baba. Ai nu goiame. Abanista nuri tuni buganya, roga nuya me, tuni nuvar gumania. Oh, lirola ya dinau ba oh, lirola ya dinau ba oh. Veio, luindo lá foi de rateio. Ai lirum lá lângă veio, luindo lá foi de rateio. Ai lirum lá lângă veio, eu não amo gali, domnul Benji Baba. Ai lirum lá lângă veio, eu não amo gali, domnul Benji Baba. Ganhei no Guiamé, abanista nuri tuni buganya, roga no Guiamé, tuni no argumania. Oh, lirola ya dinau ba oh, lirola ya dinau ba oh. Abanista nuri tuni buganya, roga no Guiamé, tuni no argumania. Oh, lirola ya dinau ba oh, lirola ya dinau ba oh, lirola ya dinau ba oh.
Who said that deals only happen once a year or only on special occasions? Walk into any one of our central TV and internet offices to get free installation, free modems, and free MyTV subscriptions. Visit us whether you're in Belize City, Belmopan, San Ignacio, or Benque, or give us a call toll-free at 0800 Cable TV. Central TV and Internet. Bundle and save.
Bundle and save. Central TV and Internet.
How many times have you been away from a TV when there's something on that you want to watch? Or someone's using the only TV in the house and you can't watch your show? Introducing MyTV from Central TV and Internet that puts you in control of your TV time. MyTV is designed with you in mind. Whether you're on the go, on break from school or work, or simply relaxing in your backyard, you can have access to local TV at your fingertips. Never miss a show again. MyTV offers a 24-hour playback feature so you can go back in time to watch your favorite show. This feature also allows you to pause and watch at your convenience. MyTV is available to anyone with internet, wherever they may be. Watching mobile TV has never been easier. Our apps are available on both Google Play and Apple's App Store. MyTV works on most Android and Apple devices, including phones and tablets. Players for computers with Windows 7 and 8 or Apple MacBooks can be downloaded from the following links. With MyTV from Central TV and Internet, you won't be a slave to your TV anymore. You can watch your programs at your own convenience. You don't have to sit around waiting for your program to begin. The playback feature allows you to access 24 hours of programming. Just select a time, and MyTV takes you back to what was showing at that time. MyTV offers select programs, which includes all of Belize's leading local channels, sports, telenovela, kids, and Prime Network channels. Stay tuned in news, talk shows, sporting events, and local programming. It's time to take control. Want MyTV? Just contact your nearest Central TV and Internet office, and our friendly customer service representatives will assist you with the registration process, or simply sign up and register your account through the following link.
You're watching the National Channel. Don't go anywhere.
veio lui tu la făciuhate ai lirun la lându veio lui tu la făciuhate ai lirun la lându veio eu tu nu e amugali don lu begi papa ai lirun la lându veio eu tu nu e amugali don lu begi papa Ai no goiame abani sanuri tu ni buganya Roga no Guyame, Tuni no Argumania, oh, little lie, Yadina Obao, oh, little lie, Yadina Obao. Veio, Luiz lá foi no rateio. Ai, lido lá do veio, Luiz lá foi no rateio. Ai, lido lá do veio, eu não me amo, lido no bem de babá. Ai, lido lá do veio. Eu não me amo, Galidon, no bem de babá. Ganhei no Guiamê, abanizando o rito me buganha. Roga no Guiamê, Tuni no Argumania. Oh, little lie, Yadina Ubao. Oh, little lie, Yadina Ubao. Abanizando tu ni buganha, roga no Guiamê, tu ni no Argumania. Oh, little lie, Yadina Ubao. Oh, little lie, Yadina Ubao. Oh, little lie, Yadina Ubao.
Who said that deals only happen once a year or only on special occasions? Walk into any one of our central TV and internet offices to get free installation, free modems, and free MyTV subscriptions. Visit us whether you're in Belize City, Belmopan, San Ignacio, or Benque, or give us a call toll-free at 0800 Cable TV. Central TV and Internet. Bundle and save.
Bundle and save. Central TV and Internet.
You're watching the National Channel. Don't go anywhere.
As we welcome you back to the St. Catherine's Multipurpose Center, the introduction of the officials. The first referee will be Khalid Encalada of Belize. The second referee, Jessica Martinez of Nicaragua. And now we go into the starting lineup.
First up is Guatemala. Number 1, the captain, number 2, Aldo Arias. Number 5, Eric Brooks. Number 11, Andrew Leonardo. Number 14, Rondo Chinchilla. Number 16, Rolando Paz.
There you have it, the starting lineup for Guatemala. A very impressive Guatemala coming off a win against Belize last night.
Ali. Number 6, Gerardo Alvarado. Number 7, Rafael Lopez. Number 16, Captain Andre Alina. Number 9, Julio Carrera.
Let's talk about Honduras, Derek. What does Honduras need to do in this game to pull off a victory against Guatemala?
Reynard, the key to beating a team like Guatemala is a very disciplined team. You have to take them out of their comfort zone. You have to get them a bit off balance. How do you do that? First and foremost, the serving. They're a better than average passing team, and they have vulnerabilities in the passing. If you're able to serve tough and have them pass the ball off, then it throws them out of their rhythm, the rhythm of their offense. It forces them to set the ball high, and once they're not in rhythm, you see a different Guatemala than when they're in rhythm. We saw that last night in the third set when Belize came out strong with the serve in the third set and threw them off rhythm, and they looked a bit uncomposed in that third set last night. That's the key to beating a team like this that plays such disciplined volleyball.
Honduras with the first serve of the first set.
And right on cue, Leonardo comes through the middle with a quick attack. The pass was excellent, the set was excellent, the attack followed suit.
And now serving for Guatemala is Aldo Arias. And we know that last night he was targeting Castillo for Belize. And he's not a power server.
The ref called down, the Guatemalans are arguing the call. They say they played it.
And when we look at Jason Neri for Guatemala, number 1, he had 12 spike, 2 blocks, and 1 serve for 15 total points against Belize.
He is their secondary player to Leonardo in terms of the attack. But when they're in trouble, that's the guy that they go to. But when everything is going right, the pass is going right, Andy Leonardo is their guy.
Now for Honduras, we want to talk a little bit about Frank Ali, one of my favorite players. In the last game, he had 15 spike, 3 blocks, 2 serve for 20 points.
That is an impressive performance. 20 points in a game is indeed an impressive performance. But they will need a little more than that 20 from him today to be in this match, because this is a high intensity match.
And we saw Neri there coming out of the backcourt and putting that one away for a 3-1 lead for Guatemala here in set 1.
I think Honduras really has to make this game kind of a scrappy game, because like I mentioned earlier, Guatemala plays a disciplined style of volleyball. They're not used to the helter-skelter style where a lot of balls are being tricked, a lot of balls are being wiped off the block. Honduras has to make the game ugly, so to speak.
Let's see if they can do that. After an excellent dig there, that ball just went into the ceiling of the building, and that's an automatic point for Guatemala. As long as it touches the ceiling, it's a dead ball.
Well, the gym, that's the first ball I've seen touch the ceiling thus far in this tournament in the gym. So the gym does meet the regulations in terms of the height of the ceiling.
As we saw, number 7 for Honduras putting that one away, Wilfredo Lopez. I think Wilfredo Lopez will need to have a big game today for Honduras, the middle blocker.
Yeah, they do need to have everybody firing on all cylinders to be competitive in this match today.
And they cannot just send one blocker as they did to the net against this potent attack of Guatemala.
Well, that attack there, Reynard, was set up by the 3 or 4 quick attacks that we saw from Andy Leonardo early in the game. So Honduras is committing to the middle, and the Guatemala setter sees that, he puts the ball outside, which is excellent play read on his behalf.
That's a net ball, unforced error for Guatemala, so it's a 5-4 game, 1 point lead for Guatemala, as Honduras is now serving. Ali serving that one long and out. And Honduras will have to minimize errors in this game to be competitive and to keep it close.
They need every point.
Guatemala.
Yeah, they need every point they can get there. Definitely good observation there. Would have been report, and that would have been a ball that would have been right there for him to play.
And he went long on the serve.
Look out for Chinchilla coming through the middle right now on this play, Leonardo. Once the pass is good, he's coming through the middle. Well, he got
from all the sets. Let's go back to last night. Guatemala reached the 8-point mark ahead of Belize in all 3 sets, and in set number 1 here they reached the 8-point mark ahead of Honduras, so they are very consistent when it comes to the 8-point margin.
That is a reflection of the limited errors that this team makes, Renan. You know, they are a team that executes well, and you don't see them, the errors that you see them make is basically or primarily on the serve, because when they go aggressively, whenever you serve aggressively, it's a high risk, high reward endeavor, no? So when you serve aggressively, you serve hard, there is the possibility that you're going to make a mistake. But those are the types of mistakes that you will see from this team. You won't see many ball handling errors from them. You won't see many hitting errors from them.
Brandon Chinchilla, the middle blocker, is now serving for Guatemala.
Ace for Chinchilla.
Honduras having problem with that serve. It's not one of those powerful serve, but it's a serve that dips on you as it goes across the net.
Yes, it does have a lot of movement on it, and it's relatively low to the net. If you notice, it does give the passes a lot of time to react.
Excellent recovery there by Flores. Free ball. And Neri lets them pay with that. 10-5, set 1, Guatemala up.
Yeah, Leonardo got caught off the net on that one. That's why that ball came down on the Guatemala side. He was way off the net on that one.
Now we see Chinchilla is out of the game, and
Honduras
instant offense off the bench in Leonardo.
Yeah, Honduras doesn't seem to have the jumping ability to stay with Leonardo through the middle, and I expect Guatemala to continue to exploit that to the maximum during the course of this game until Honduras does something to dissuade them from doing that. You see Leonardo getting the penetration on that block, and the result was much better than the last one you watched him on.
Leonardo is an exceptional player, and he's demonstrating that out here against Honduras. 12-6 is a 6-point lead in favor of Guatemala. What can Honduras do to shut down that potent offense of Leonardo?
I think they have to recognize that the Guatemala team plays off Leonardo and make a decision. Listen, we're going to commit to stopping you, and we're going to make Guatemala do something else, make somebody else beat us. Right. Because if we just play honest one-on-one against him, he's going to tear you apart.
Yeah.
Commit to stopping him and force them to do something else. Force them to use somebody else to beat you. Let them prove that they can. Altamirano with a cutback off the block there for a point. And two, Reynard, in these games, when you have a team that is not favored to win, doesn't have anything to lose, and they have to have that mindset. Listen, guys, we're just gonna come out there and battle it out and fight all out because we have nothing to lose.
Yeah, we're gonna compete, but we're gonna compete aggressively and just leave it on the court.
Exactly.
Neri Flora, Jason Neri serving, and you cannot afford to do that against Leonardo. Leonardo will eat you up all day. This guy is quick, he can jump, he's a very smart player.
Yeah, as I was telling you in the pre-game, Renard, he's one of the premier beach volleyball players in Central America also. So when you see him come out of the game in the back row, it's not because he can't play defense in the back row, it's just that he's playing in the middle position, and that is the person that they usually take out with the libero. He's very capable in defensive because also
was hit out, and so we're at that 16-point juncture once again, where it is an official timeout. Guatemala leading 16-7 over Honduras. And Guatemala clearly dominating set one here, with Leonardo having an excellent set, along with Jason Neri for Guatemala.
And when during the course of this tournament, we've spoken about errors, and I don't want the viewers to think that we're just talking about fashion. They have opened up in this game. That's directly attributable to the fact that they have not made many errors. I think they have 3 service errors so far. That's all the errors they have so far for this set, and it shows in the score.
So Jason Neri, the outside hitter, once again will be serving for Guatemala.
That was an excellent set by Molina there, the Honduran setter. Unfortunately, his attacker wasn't on the same page with him and wasted that beautiful opportunity there.
As he tried to go down the line. Ace, as both backline players looked at each other, wondering who is going to go for that. None of them made an attempt on that ace from Jason Neri.
That's what they call the husband and wife area, Reynard. No, it's for you, no, it's for me. Well, it's not for none of us.
And that one is hit out once again, and the errors continue to pile up for Guatemala.
Honduras asking for a touch on that one, but I don't think that
no, there was no touch there. No touch on that. That one was out.
Yeah, Neri, if you notice, all his serves are deep, trying to target that back line. That one was a little too deep. Excellent decision making by the Guatemalan setter there. He used Leonardo to spread the block, and then he set back a back set to Flores. It was a big gaping hole in the middle of the block there, and Flores took advantage of it. Wilfredo Lopez with a cut shot there. I think he mishit, but at this juncture, Honduras is going to take any point they can get, even if it's a mishit.
He formed a seam in the defense, and that's where the ball went.
(20-9) scoreline in favor of Guatemala here in this first set.
Alejandro Avila, the setter, serving for Honduras.
Hey, that one was in the husband and wife area also between Paz and Neri. No for you, no for me. Well, no for no.
Yeah, it's for Avila.
Exactly.
Good block.
Good block by Wilfredo Lopez there. And you see Honduras committing to the middle attack because they know that's where they've been hurt so far in this set through the middle.
Excellent one-on-one block.
Ball hit out there by Chinchilla. There were three consecutive points for Avila there at the service line. I think if they make another point here, Guatemala's coach is going to take a timeout to settle his team and see how they could rally and finish up this game.
And
the head official overrules the lines.
Yeah,
play on that call.
Let's take a look at that.
Guatemala calls a timeout on that play.
And just like you call it, that's 4 straight points being reeled off there by Avila. And Avila is not a power server, but he's getting the ball over in the where the hitters, they cannot make that good pass.
But Avila is doing something that I thought Belize would have done last night. Avila has served all his balls exclusively to Jason Neri, who is one of the I wouldn't say he's a bad passer, but he's the poorest passer on the Guatemalan team. And Avila has come in. I don't know if it's instructions from the coach or it's just his own initiative, but he's serving directly to Neri on those last 4 serves.
That last serve was right in the chest of Neri.
Prior to the game, the Guatemalan coach was imploring his team, do not take this game for granted. Do not be overconfident.
Going to Neri again. Excellent block. But the player came across the line. And so the point goes to Guatemala. It's 21-13. Guatemala leading Honduras in set 1.
Guatemala went with the double change there to get a 3-man offensive line and bring in a setter in the back row to run the offense from the back row. Wilfredo Lopez coming up big there with a attack from the 3 position.
And Ali need to put up a string of service here. That would be great for Honduras.
But interestingly enough, Honduras seems to have made a tactical adjustment where their serving is concerned. The last 3 servers have served the ball exclusively to Jason Neri. Now Guatemala will have to make an adjustment to move him out of the pass and have the other receivers take the majority of the court, because he's not passing the ball on target and is putting their offense out of rhythm. The ball in across the net, not attacked by Ali. Excellent serve by Gerardo. Easy ball back to Guatemala, transition opportunity. Good cut back from Chinchilla.
Excellent play by Avila.
Terrible set from the libero there.
Excellent play by Avila, getting under that ball and bringing it back across the net.
Yeah. Well-read defensive play. He was in proper position to dig that ball. There we see they mishandle the ball by the Honduran libero. Again to Neri. Pass off the net again. think Honduras is onto something here, though. Ray, that the serving to Jason Neri has really taken Guatemala out of their rhythm. He hasn't been able to pass the ball on target. For the last 6-7 balls, he hasn't been able to put it on target.
So this second set will be an interesting set for Honduras.
Yeah, if they can keep up that tactic. Yeah.
They have found a leakage in the defense of Guatemala.
Free ball for Guatemala. Let's see how they transition out of it. Well, we could have told you who they would have gone to there.
And that's the end of the first set, with Guatemala taking that set 25-15. What we'll do, we'll take a break, and when we come back, we will have set number 2 as we are coming to you from St. Catherine's Multipurpose Center here in Belize City.
Who said that deals only happen once a year or only on special occasions? Walk into any one of our central TV and internet offices to get free installation, free modems, and free MyTV subscriptions. Visit us whether you're in Belize City, Belmopan, San Ignacio, or Benque, or give us a call toll-free at 0800 Cable TV. Central TV and Internet. Bundle and save.
Bundle and save. Central TV and Internet.
How many times have you been away from a TV when there's something on that you want to watch? Or someone's using the only TV in the house and you can't watch your show? Introducing MyTV from Central TV and Internet that puts you in control of your TV time. MyTV is designed with you in mind. Whether you're on the go, on break from school or work, or simply relaxing in your backyard, you can have access to local TV at your fingertips. Never miss a show again. MyTV offers a 24-hour playback feature so you can go back in time to watch your favorite show. This feature also allows you to pause and watch at your convenience. MyTV is available to anyone with internet, wherever they may be. Watching mobile TV has never been easier. Our apps are available on both Google Play and Apple's App Store. MyTV works on most Android and Apple devices, including phones and tablets. Players for computers with Windows 7 and 8 or Apple MacBooks can be downloaded from the following links. With MyTV from Central TV and Internet, you won't be a slave to your TV anymore. You can watch your programs at your own convenience. You don't have to sit around waiting for your program to begin. The playback feature allows you to access 24 hours of programming. Just select a time and MyTV takes you back to what was showing at that time. MyTV offers select programs which includes all of Belize's leading local channels, sports, telenovela, kids and Prime Network channels. Stay tuned in news, talk shows, sporting events, and local programming. It's time to take control. Want MyTV? Just contact your nearest Central TV and Internet office, and our friendly customer service representatives will assist you with the registration process. Or simply sign up and register your account through the following link.
As we are back to bring you set number 2, the potent attacking of Leonardo and Neri for Guatemala has gave them the first set against Honduras. So we are set to start set number 2 here from the St. Catherine's Multipurpose Center here in Belize City. If you've just joined us, Guatemala is in the blue top with blue bottom, and Honduras is in the black top with white bottom.
Honduras played a better second half of the first set than they did the first half. They showed a little bit more fight in the second half of that set. Let's see if it carries over to this second set, or if Guatemala can come out and regain their composure, especially with their serve receive, and continue to dominate this game.
So Aldo Arias will start off the second set here for Guatemala.
diet of the steady diet of Guatemala feeding Honduras with Andy Leonardo Blanco continues to begin the second set, Ray.
That guy is fun to watch. Leonardo, he is fun to watch. So much better pass out of the service.
Oh, free ball. They messed it up. This is going to be a free ball back to Honduras. So to Guatemala, sorry. I don't know if you recall, some years ago there was a baseball ad that says "Chicks dig the long ball."
I'm not too
with the
familiar
with the home run hitters. In this case, when you're saying Leonardo is fun to watch, we have to change it up a little bit and say "Chicks dig the big bunks." Because every time he hits the ball, it is a high bounce off the ground.
That guy is just power pack. He's not a big guy, but for the game of volleyball, he is big.
Pass out at the back row, hits it out. Now you see Guatemala starting to mix up their offense a little bit more, involving guys out at the back row.
So let's see if Avila will be going back to Nere.
Yes, he does, but the libero comes in and take it.
Libero bail him out.
Yeah, and that is an adjustment made by the coach. The coach more than likely instructed the libero, if the ball is served to his side, you shade to his side, and you take the ball served to his side to give him a bit of a breather from the passing.
Yeah, the libero will be making better passes compared to what Nere is doing so far. It was an excellent pass out from the libero.
Exactly. Wasn't a great set, but the hitter made the correction to it and put it deep into the court. Thompson with the jump serve here. Let's see if he can continue with the good serving he showed through the tournament. Again, we saw Honduras going to Nere's to number one side and the libero sliding over and taking it. So obviously Guatemala has made that adjustment. Andy at the service line. Let's see what he does here with this jump serve.
This guy just served with a high velocity. Free ball. Oh, not a good pass.
That was a close call, and the referee called that the ball didn't cross the net, but that to me that seemed to have crossed. I don't know what the replay will show. Yeah, that ball did cross the net. The blocker touched it on the other side. Anyway, these are the things. The ball is flying at 60 miles an hour. It's difficult for the referee to see all of that.
So Honduras has tied the game at 4 apiece on errors committed by Guatemala, and we don't see Guatemala committing too much errors.
But Honduras is pushing the issue and serving at Jason Neri consistently, forcing their weakest passer to be the main passer on the team. You know, and this is for the other teams watching. This is instructional for them. Coming out against Guatemala, that's the tactic in terms of the serving that you need to take. Guatemala having a serious concentration lapse at the beginning of this set. Really. I mean, we haven't seen them play like this for this tournament as yet.
Well, that is playing right in the hands of Honduras. Nery getting a piece of that one with his foot, but that one sailed out of bounds.
Yeah, this is precisely what I spoke about in the pregame. Making the game ugly, making the game scrappy, and taking Guatemala out of their comfort zone. And you see that happening, and Honduras has a 1-point lead at this juncture of the game.
We must say it's excellent coaching on the part of Honduras, recognizing that there's a weak link in the Guatemala team, and they're utilizing that.
Definitely. And with the exception of Thompson, none of the other Honduran players are putting in any top spin jump serve. They're floating the ball with good direction to number one Jason Nery's for him to pass the ball. Off the top of Lopez's head there.
At some point, I think that they will invent some sort of headgear for volleyball.
Yeah, that ball, especially those balls that are hit pretty hard, it does hurt a bit. Chinchilla with a quick hit at the 31 position there.
Once again, Guatemala getting to the 8-point mark here. It's 8-6, and there's an official timeout on the floor. But Honduras is looking sharp in set number 2 as they're utilizing the weakness or the weak link of the Guatemala team.
Yeah, and they came out, in all honesty, they came out with a lot more energy, not a bit, a lot more energy in the set also. You know, I think they realized in the end of that first set that, hey, we can stick with these guys, we can play these guys. You know, so it's just a matter of putting the energy into the game and executing, and we can play with these guys.
I just want to mention to you that the game coming up at 7:30 will be Panama going against Belize, and we'll have that one for you live right here on TNC 10. Gonzalez serving for Guatemala. Oh, you need to finish that. You need to finish that after an excellent dig from the defense. Lopez needed to put that ball away.
If I were the Honduras setter right now, I'd run the same play, but instead of setting Lopez, I would set Murillo, because the Guatemalan team committed 2 blockers just now to Lopez. Let's see if they try that. Oh well, they didn't get the opportunity to.
Morera.
Easy jump serve.
And that's what, right in there in the husband and wife zone. A new terminology for me today.
I like that one. Man.
Right, in the husband and wife zone.
Chinchilla again to the service line. Again, not a very hard serve, but it's low to the net, and he uses good placement. Makes it difficult for the passers. One skids off Eric Flores in the one position there. He was caught a bit off guard there. Easy serve. And when you serve easy, that's what happens. You get a very convincing attack.
Yeah, the pass is easy, the set is easy, and the finish is even easier.
Bad pass, let's see if they can fix it. Excellent hit by excellent placement by Thompson.
And that ball was clearly in for Honduras as they trail by 2 points. It's 11-9. Now it's 12-9.
Yeah.
As that ball was deflected off the defense.
Help me out here. I don't think Leonardo has been blocked for today as yet.
Not as yet. Not as yet. Because he hits with authority.
Bad set, free ball for Guatemala. Let's see how they transition out of it. That's not dead. Early whistle by the referee, bad call. That was an excellent defensive hustle by number 2, Doron there. I think the referee thought the ball was dead, but it was a premature whistle.
And the captain is talking to first referee. So the point goes to Guatemala. Nair is serving. Net. Is that a net ball?
No,
It
it's
looked like
net,
he was into the net.
net against number 15, Reyes from Honduras, a new entrant into the game. I guess he's a bit eager to prove that he can stop Leonardo.
But you see once again the smarts of Leonardo. The defense was looking for that tomahawk smash, but he just finger rolled the ball over the net.
Yeah, he tipped it in. He change it up a little bit, yeah.
It's amazing how these guys can make the quick decision in a split seconds.
And that's very difficult because when you're coming with that full arm swing to stop that arm swing in time to tip the ball, it is a difficult skill to learn.
Excellent dig by Avila.
Easy ball.
And here he comes once again for the 14 point for Guatemala.
The blockers made a fundamental error there. They jumped with the setter and leaving. You can leave anybody open, but not that guy, Reynard, not that guy. The setter is in the back row. Why would you jump with him and knowing that you have the biggest hitter coming through the middle?
Mental lapse on the defense of Honduras.
Definitely.
And you can understand, you can see the teammates understand this guy for Guatemala. When he's serving Leonardo, you hear the chant from the bench.
Yeah, giving him a little motivation to put some extra oomph behind that serve. One thing I noticed with this Guatemala team, Reynard, they set the ball very close to the net. You know, and if you read properly and penetrate, you can get a lot of blocks on this team, but they play with a little speed, so that might be a little difficult to do. But once the blocker reads and is there, they can get blocked very easily because the ball is tight to the net when they set it. I don't know who Thompson was expecting to get that ball. He was the one back there. That's his responsibility as a person playing in a deep six position. But he's looking around as if somebody else was there.
Nobody was at home.
Nobody at home.
So
see?
at the 16-point juncture there, yep, leaving it to no one. Guatemala is up 16-11 in set number 2 as they won set number 1 by a score of 25-15. And what we'll do, we'll take a break, and when we come back we will have set number 3 for you. We'll take a break and then we'll be back.
Who said that deals only happen once a year or only on special occasions? Walk into any one of our central TV and internet offices to get free installation, free modems, and free MyTV subscriptions. Visit us whether you're in Belize City, Belmopan, San Ignacio, or Benque, or give us a call toll-free at 0800 Cable TV. Central TV and Internet. Bundle and save.
Bundle and save. Central TV and Internet.
How many times have you been away from a TV when there's something on that you want to watch?
As we get set to bring you set number 3. Guatemala leading in 2 sets so far, and they're trying to close this one out, Derek, in 3 sets.
Yeah, definitely that would be the desired outcome, because so far the Dominican Republic has won their 2 games in 3 sets also. So there is a battle for the top spot in the standings.
With Salvador winning earlier today by 3 sets, it put a little bit of pressure on Belize to come in and try to do the same thing against Panama tonight.
They have to. It's a must. It's a must. If they don't win in 3 sets, they're gonna be putting themselves behind the 8 ball and making it difficult for themselves to be one of the top 2 teams in this tournament, which is necessary to advance to the next round.
The shortest player, the setter, Avila, coming up with a big block.
Yeah, and that just goes to show it's not all about height. It's about timing also. You have to have the timing.
And this Guatemala team is firing on all cylinders.
I think number 5 Flores is underrated. Looking at him, he's not the tallest player, but he has excellent hitting technique.
Well, playing behind Leonardo, you will have to understand why he's underrated.
Well, that's true. So that might be a reason for that. Oh, that's a free ball for Guatemala. Arias with the tricky dub.
And we saw him did that twice against Belize last night.
Yeah, and he always picks the correct time to do it when everybody is scrambling. And you're expecting him to run a combination play, he dumps it. You know, that is when you use a dump. A dump isn't something that you do 10, 15 times a game, but when you do it, you have to make sure you get a point off of it.
Right, and that he did number 3, Aldo Arias. That's what he did just a while ago for Guatemala. There's a timeout on the floor by Honduras as they're trying to put the pieces together and trying to come up with some way how to stop the offense of Guatemala and try to take set number 3.
I think they have to go back to the strategy that they had in the second set, in the end of the first big and the second set, serving Jason Neri, because that really places or takes Guatemala out of their offensive rhythm.
So we're at 18-13. I still set number 2. Sorry about that, as we are in set number 2. And it's the captain serving for Guatemala, Gonzalez. It's a net ball.
Gerardo Paz should have recognized that set was a bit low and use a tip instead of trying to get that ball through the block with a hard attack.
18-14. Guatemala is up in set number 2. And that will not help. That will not help Honduras, giving up the easy points.
As we see Guatemala bringing in Aragon in the front row. First, I think it's the first action he's seeing in this tournament. This is a blocking substitution. They take out the smallest player, Arias, and have Aragon come in, who is, to me, appears to be about 6'6" or 6'7" in height. So definitely he's in there for his blocking, his height and his blocking ability.
Once again, Honduras putting that ball in the net.
Chinchilla got a hand on it, but the direction wasn't where he wanted it to go.
And Aldo is back in the game for Guatemala. Another dunk. Another dunk coming over the top.
This little guy, Arias, is a tricky fella. He sees the Honduras team is sleeping and he makes them pay for it.
Even before he got to the ball, he knew exactly what he was going to do.
Yeah. hey,
A tit for a tat.
yeah,
A
he returned the
tit for a
favor.
tat.
Returns the favor.
I just love that play just a while ago there.
What I
by
like,
Honduras.
what I like with this young setter from Honduras, he's enjoying the game. You see, he always has a smile on his face. Looks like a jovial little guy, you know. Free ball for Honduras. Give it back. Good dig in the back row by pass there. And that's the way you have to be right now. The game, yes, it's a high-level game. It's a serious thing. But at the bottom line about sports, you have to enjoy it. If you're on the court and you're not enjoying yourself, it's difficult to perform well if you're not enjoying yourself.
And it seems that he's the youngest player on the Honduran team. That is Alejandro Avila Duran. So it's a 22-16. A 6-point lead for Guatemala as they are trying to close out set number 2 against Honduras. And just to mention once again, in the nightcap, it will be Team Belize going up against Panama, and it will be a much needed win for Team Belize if they want to stay in the medal hunt.
Yeah, I believe that they can take this game in 3 sets if they come out focused and apply themselves, you know. And that is very necessary. Like I mentioned earlier, the way the tournament is unfolding, they need to win this game in 3 sets to remain in contention for one of those 2 top spots. Andy Leonardo there with a block. Point for Guatemala, 23-16. 2 points away from sealing the deal in this set.
Good penetration.
Yeah.
Going to the block, Honduras. Finding a seam in the block and putting it right there.
Thompson at the service line with the jump serve. Let's see if he can bring some pressure on the Guatemalan passers with this jump serve. Excellently played serve. Excellent pass by Paz. Ooh, and he cuts it sharp cross court to the 4th position.
So Guatemala will be serving for set point. Trying to take set number 2. And who would you want to have service better than Leonardo?
That definitely increases your chances of winning this point. Oh, we got more demand there. You know.
As he went into the net. But that's just how aggressive the guy is. They're up by you know, at that juncture they were by 7 points, and he still is serving aggressive where he could have just float the ball across the net.
He's going for the kill.
That's not the type of player that he is.
Nobody. Oh, man.
Excellent offensive work by Guatemala with the ball movement at the net to take set number 2 from Honduras. So what we'll do is go to a break, and then when we come back, we will have set number 3 lineup for you. We'll take a break and then we'll be right back.
That deals only happen once a year or only on special occasions. Walk into any one of our central TV and internet offices to get free installation, free modems, and free MyTV subscriptions. Visit us whether you're in Belize City, Belmopan, San Ignacio, or Benque, or give us a call toll-free at 0800 Cable TV. Central TV and Internet. bundle, and save.
Bundle and save. Central TV and Internet.
Aïe, nous la le de veillot, loué dans la voiture ratée. Aïe, nous la le de veillot, loué dans la voiture ratée. Aïe, nous la le de veillot, yo de nous et à Mougali dans le pays papa. Aïe, nous la le de veillot. Yo te lo voy a buscar y don lo bengi papa. Nanya ino goyame, Afghanistan no uri tuni buganya, Roga no goyame, tuni no varu mania. Oh, little la ya dina oba oh. Oh, little la ya dina oba oh. Veio, loué dans la voiture ratée. Aïe, nous la le de veio, loué dans la voiture ratée. Aïe, nous la le de veio.
As we welcome you back to the St. Catherine's Multipurpose Center here for set number 3 between Honduras and Guatemala. Guatemala taking the first 2 sets in fantastic fashion. Honduras, we will see if they can change their game plan a little bit, Derek, and come out here and make the 3rd set very competitive.
Yeah, well, really, the only way they can do that is to go back to the fundamentals. Trying to get this Guatemala team out of their rhythm. Once they serve the ball and this Guatemala team is in there, it's very difficult to stop them. You know, in the time between the sets, I listened to the Guatemala coach talking to his team, again reinforcing the point: don't let down. Let's keep our foot on the gas, and keeping his team loose at the same time. Telling and Leonardo.
That's the first block against Leonardo.
Yeah,
the first block because the set wasn't good.
That was a mistiming between the two.
So Neri come back emphatically and put that exclamation point on that.
Arias is a smart setter. He just went to Andy. Andy had a double block against him. He brought Andy back through the middle again. The Hondurans committed 2 blockers to him, and he put the ball outside, creating a 1-on-1 for Neri.
That's an ace. Reyes with the ace just a while ago, still serving for Guatemala.
And an interesting feature of this Guatemalan team: when there's a free ball at the setter plays, he plays it to the libero, and the libero becomes the setter. Other teams use the opposite as the bailout setter, but they use the libero, which is an interesting feature to this Guatemala team.
Blocked out of bounds off Neri. So Honduras is trying to keep this one close.
Thompson with a thunderous serve down the line. I think Thompson has to get a little bit more aggressive on his jump serve, like we saw him on Saturday night. He has a very good jump serve, very good control, but he needs to put a little bit more heat on it to pressure this Guatemalan passing formation a little bit more. Missing that one there, Thompson did.
Serving for Guatemala, Jason Neri. Triple block that time.
Net. I don't know how Gerardo Paz could query that. I mean, the net looked like they had a couple jewfish in that net there. and that was pulled way down. And he's still querying the call. Again, Honduras has to respect Leonardo in the middle, and that creates a lot of one-on-one opportunities for Flores and Neri, and even Paz on the outside.
And Flores is making good of his opportunities.
Definitely. I think this is the third straight service area that Blanco has had. He has to really settle down and go for a little bit more control on these serves until he gets back in a rhythm, instead of going for the big bomb on the first serve and serving out or into the net. Nobody jumped with Chinchilla just now. That's an early Christmas gift that he got there.
Well, an excellent set by the setter there, number 3. Putting that ball right into the meat.
Yeah, Arias is not the fittest looking guy, but I guess the coach knows that he has him out here for what he has up top and not in the body.
The guy's smart.
Yeah,
very smart.
And again, there we see Arias, the setter, playing the first ball. He played it to Pineda, the libero, who becomes the default setter, and the libero put it up for Neri with an excellent back row attack.
Ace off the net, and we're at that 8-point juncture once again. Guatemala is up 8-5 in set number 3.
At this point, I'd like to do the honors of giving Flores a nickname. I have to give him the mini Leonardo. I have to call him.
yeah.
You know, he has the same aggression, you know, the same technique and everything, just in a smaller package.
And he's standing immediately in front of us here, icing down his back. It's Flores. You could see the confidence in the face of the Guatemalan players.
Yeah. And I think the coach is doing a good job keeping them focused, but at the same time keeping them loose. You know, earlier I heard him tell Jason Neri, "Hey, don't worry, Jason. When we just have to put the ball up anywhere. And I know I'm confident that you'll get it. You'll put it in the ceiling and you can get it."
That's injecting confidence into your players.
Yeah.
Eric Flores now serving for Guatemala. Flores coming off the backcourt. Error there on the part of Honduras.
And the set wasn't that good, and the hitter didn't help his setter in terms of correcting that set and making something out of nothing, no? And the Honduras setter has to be careful, because in my estimation, he's lifting the ball a lot when he sets the ball to the back. He holds the ball too long when he sets it to the back.
The coach wanted that one for Guatemala, as it was a free ball.
It's the back row, the guy stepped on the line on the back row attack just now.
The ball is out.
Just out.
Number 13 will be doing the serving here for Honduras. That's Morera.
Barrow getting there. Excellent hustle.
Getting back into his defensive position also.
See, and these are the things that don't show up in the highlights or in the stat sheet, Reynard, but that point was basically won by the libero there, you know, with his hustle.
Right. The little guy on the team that does all the dirty work.
Yeah, yeah. He was there, but a little too hot for him to handle. And again, if I were the Guatemala coach or the Guatemala captain, I would be complaining about the ball handling of the Honduran setter. He holds the ball quite a bit when he sets it. The ball is delayed in his hand quite a bit.
So he's double contacting.
He's lifting the ball for the most part.
Okay.
You know, he stops it and then he lets it out, which is by the rules a carry or a live. Wilfredo Lopez over the top there. He has been very quiet in this game, Reynald. To be one of the veterans, one of the leaders on this team, he's been very, very quiet.
Yeah, I was expecting a bigger game from him.
Yeah.
I thought that the competition would have raised the level, but obviously it's not doing that for Wilfredo Lopez.
As you see, Leonardo with a cut back shot there, everybody was blocking towards the 5 position, and he cut it back to the 1 position, showing the smarts in his attack. And that ball didn't go over the net.
No, it didn't go over the net, so it would have been an extra touch anyhow for Honduras, so the point would have went to Guatemala anyhow.
I see Guatemala starting to put some separation between themselves and Honduras at this point in the game, leading 14-8, and the game was pretty close just a minute ago. Easy ball, Doug the libero. Back row to pass. Excellent back row attack.
And this Guatemala national team is in sync.
Yeah, and that's it. When they're in sync, they're difficult to handle. Like I said, you have to make the game scrappy. You have to make the game dirty with them, and have them all over the place. Take them out of their rhythm. Arias into the net. And if you notice the composure of the coach, he talks a lot in it during the timeout, but during the course of the game, he doesn't shout at his players. You don't see him stomping his feet or making too much noise. You know, that calm is transmitted to the team also.
Well, you know, in the timeout, he gets his message across.
Yes, definitely.
And don't need to be erratic or anything after the timeout. Is it a caution into?
Yeah, he's telling the captain to tell number 1 Neri not to protest the calls made by the lines person. But I don't know what they're protesting. That ball was definitely way inside the court.
So we're at that 16-point juncture once again with Guatemala leading 16-10 as they continue to press on here in the third set, looking to take this one away from Honduras in 3 straight sets, as they did against Belize last night.
Yeah, Guatemala is playing very smoothly right now, and unless something drastic happens or Honduras does something, makes some drastic change, you know, this game, the rhythm of the game will continue the way it is, and we'll probably more than likely see the game end with a 7 or 8 point win in this set by Guatemala.
So if you've just joined us, it's Guatemala against Honduras in the second match of today, and coming up at 7:30 will be the nightcap. Belize going up against Honduras. Reynald Gabat along with Derek Morgan, as we bring this one to you live into your living room. And if you're watching us on stream abroad, we want to welcome you to our telecast.
Guatemala making a change, taking out Jason Neri and bringing in Menendez, a serving substitution. As you see, Jason Neri already got the number 4 paddle back, so Menendez more than likely will stay in for the 3 back row rotations, and when he gets to the front, Jason will come back in for him. Wilfredo Lopez had an unorthodox hit there, but he made the point.
For some reason, he haven't shown me that he's that power hitter in this game against Guatemala, but he's placing the ball in the right spot.
Yeah. Excellent pancake there by Duron. Honduras makes a point off of it. You always feel an extra sense of gratification when you're able to make a defensive play like that and come back and make a point out of it.
And Honduras is not giving up. These guys, they're playing very hard.
You know, in the course of the game, each team has make some run, and each team has a lull. You know, the key to it is that you have to make sure that your opponent doesn't get a 4 or 5 point run on you. You're limited to 2 or 3 points maximum, if not less. And Blanco continues to have a lot of difficulty with his serve. That's his 5th straight service error. I think he has to really get back there and take a little bit more time and focus and go for more placement in his serve.
But that's just how Leonardo plays. Leonardo is a very aggressive player. How can you tell an aggressive player to slow down?
Well, that's true. I mean, you're set in your ways, but there are times when, like now,
you need to come out of your zone.
You have to come out of your zone. You have 4 or 5 straight servicers. You have to make an adjustment. There, the libero with a big time hustle there. Oh, unfortunately not able to make a point of it. Excellent block by Honduras. The libero came from the number 4 position to the number 2 position to get that ball up. That's a lot of ground that he covered there.
And that's just how smart this guy is. He's aware of what is happening out there on the court, and that's the reason why he could cover so much ground.
Flores pumping that one hard down the line. The mini Leonardo pumping that one hard down the line.
18-14, set number 3. Guatemala up by 4 points, taking set 1 and 2 away from Honduras.
Ruano into the game to serve. The coach making a double change just now. Ball outside to Paz. Point for Guatemala. Net is the call against number 15.
Now serving for Guatemala is number 9. That's Aiden Paron. And it's the first time he is in the game for Guatemala for serving purpose.
I don't know, for some reason throughout the years Guatemala has always had small setters. I don't recall them ever having a big setter. They don't seem to mind giving up some height for somebody who has that excellent ball control, and it has worked out for them over all the time they've been playing.
Well, I think that whenever you see a small setter on any team, it's because the guy can play, the guy is smart, and you know, there's a lot of things that factors into that.
Yeah, definitely, Ray, definitely. And I think the way how they run the team, the way they manage the team, because the setter is like your quarterback or like your central midfield line in football, you know.
Right.
Guatemala giving some of their younger players a taste of the playing time. As this set winds down, they have 5 of their starting 6 on the bench right now.
And that's the luxury that this coach for Guatemala have, especially in a match of this magnitude with Honduras. It's not a difficult match for Guatemala.
And then they have a lead, a very manageable lead. So I think it's an excellent opportunity to give these youngsters a break to taste the court and to get a piece of the action. Chinchilla reaching over the net for that one.
I think Honduras have already surrendered. Well, I don't think I know that they have surrendered.
Timeout Honduras.
Honduras 15. Guatemala leads the match 2 sets to 0.
So with the timeout on the floor by Honduras, once again, just a reminder that if you're home and you're watching our broadcast, turn the TV off and come to the St. Catherine's Multipurpose Center here in Belize City, and let's cheer our homeboys on as they will be going up against Panama in a much needed win. And if they can pull that one off in 3 sets, it will be even better and bigger for Belize. So come on out, Belize, and let's support our homeboys.
Ball in play, transition. Let's see how Guatemala handles it. Oh, they go to number 4, Axel Burgos. And with this lineup that they have in there, they're playing much faster because they don't have the size. If you notice, their outside hitters, Burgos is about 5'8" or 5'9". Number 7 Chacon is about 5'11". It's a much smaller team, so they're not playing the ball as high. They're playing a bit faster to take advantage of the speed of these players.
So they're 2 points away from closing out the 3rd set and the match.
Dog by the libero, free ball for Honduras. They didn't take care of it. Thompson long on that hit.
The libero has been doing an excellent job for Guatemala.
Yeah, the libero has been having an excellent game tonight, showing himself defensively and in the serve reception, taking up a lot of the court tonight for Guatemala.
Yeah, he's been digging, he's been covering, he's been passing, he's been setting.
Yeah, I forgot that part. He has had quite a number of sets tonight off the free balls, especially. Bad toss. He fixed it with the serve. Aragon nearly had his first point for this tournament, but net is the call on him. He got the block, but the ball, he touched the net.
Yeah. Yep, his elbow was in the net.
Ball in play, Doug, ball to the outside. Still in play, rally continues. That looked like a double contact, the ref missed it. Hey, Aragon got his first point at the tournament to win the third set for Guatemala.
Guatemala closing this one out 25-16, taking it in 3 sets against Honduras. So what we'll do, we'll take a break, and when we come back we will have interviews lined up for you with both the winning team and the losing team. We'll take a break and then we'll be right back.
How many times have you been away from a TV when there's something on that you want to watch? Or someone's using the only TV in the house and you can't watch your show? Introducing My TV from Central TV and Internet that puts you in control of your TV time. My TV is designed with you in mind. Whether you're on the go, on break from school or work, or simply relaxing in your backyard, you can have access to local TV at your fingertips. Never miss a show again. My TV offers a 24-hour playback feature so you can go back in time to watch your favorite show. This feature also allows you to pause and watch at your convenience. My TV is available to anyone with internet, wherever they may be. Watching mobile TV has never been easier. Our apps are available on both Google Play and Apple's App Store. My TV works on most Android and Apple devices, including phones and tablets. Players for computers with Windows 7 and 8 or Apple MacBooks can be downloaded from the following links. With My TV from Central TV and Internet, you won't be a slave to your TV anymore. You can watch your programs at your own convenience. You don't have to sit around waiting for your program to begin. The playback feature allows you to access 24 hours of programming. Just select a time and My TV takes you back to what was showing at that time. My TV offers select programs which includes all of Belize's leading local channels, sports, telenovela, kids and prime network channels. Stay tuned in news, talk shows, sporting events and local programming. It's time to take control. Want My TV? Just contact your nearest Central TV and Internet office and our friendly customer service representatives will assist you with the registration process, or simply sign up and register your account through the following link.
Who said that deals only happen once a year or only on special occasions? Walk into any one of our Central TV and Internet offices to get free installation, free modems, and free My TV subscriptions. Visit us whether you're in Belize City, Belmopan, San Ignacio, or Benque, or give us a call toll-free at 0800 Cable TV. Central TV and Internet. Bundle and save.
Bundle and save. Central TV and Internet.
Felicidades en una victoria contundente en este partido. ¿Qué fueron los puntos claves que pidió el entrenador?
Bueno, pues básicamente otra vez el ataque ofensivo fue clave. Creo que hoy mejoramos mucho el saque con respecto a ayer, no se falló tanto. Y también en la parte del bloqueo, creo que nos esforzamos mucho en el bloqueo y creo que funcionó.
Ok, y avanzando en este torneo, ¿qué ves que tiene que ofrecer el equipo guatemalteco para este torneo?
Bueno, pues realmente es nuestro segundo juego. Obviamente vamos a ir de menos a más. Esperamos mañana, que es un partido difícil contra República Dominicana, pues ya alcanzar nuestro tope en nuestro juego y pues obtener un resultado positivo para nosotros, que es lo que estamos buscando.
Well, they're looking for a positive result. Tomorrow's match against Dominican Republic is a very hard one, and hopefully they'll come on top. Guatemala today played again offensively. It worked out well. Their serves, they pressured more. They were better today than yesterday. And he thinks also blocking was very good today.
Muchas gracias. Otra vez, felicidades.
Gracias.
English. Congratulations, coach. Very convincing victory tonight. For this game tonight, what were your indications? What were your requirements from your team tonight?
¿Cuáles fueron las indicaciones que le diste a tu equipo esta noche?
Mira, nuestro equipo, nosotros basamos el juego fundamentalmente en el trabajo del complejo 1. Sabíamos que el complejo 2 nos podía funcionar un poquito más que el complejo 1. Entonces hicimos hincapié en el complejo 1, por eso las cosas nos salieron un poquito mejor.
Okay, so speaking tactically, it was receiving, passing, and attacking. And that worked out very well tonight.
Your team plays very consistent volleyball, plays very smooth volleyball, very few errors. To what do you credit this type of play?
¿A qué le adjudicas que Guatemala juega muy sólido, muy consistente en lo que hace y con pocos errores?
Mira, nosotros ya con este grupo tenemos unos cuantos años de trabajo, aproximadamente 4 o 5 años de trabajo, quizás más. Y tratamos de incorporar muchachitos nuevos que no han dado resultados. Aquí tenemos, dentro del equipo, tenemos atletas que son campeones centroamericanos en la categoría sub-21, son campeones sub-23 en la categoría centroamericano también. Este año hemos tenido la posibilidad de participar en el NOSECA sub-21 en Canadá y tuvimos la posibilidad también de participar en la Copa Panamericana sub-23 prácticamente con la reserva del equipo. Los atletas mayores, algunos siempre se nos han mantenido entrenando y por eso es un equipo que se conoce muy bien y hemos podido lograr los objetivos con ellos, a ver si nos pueden dar los resultados que nosotros queremos.
We've been able to reach our goals because there has been continuity in practicing and the team has been playing for a lot of time together, maybe 4, 5 or even more years together. The senior players haven't stopped playing and the younger ones are champions in the U21 and U23 tournaments, Central American tournaments. We went to Canada and went to the Pan American Cup in Mexico, so it's work, a lot of work.
Otra vez, muchas felicidades, profe. Te vaya bien.
Muchas gracias.
Okay. Another tough loss for you guys tonight. What were the areas that you fell short in tonight in this game?
Well, we were not finding ourselves as a team. As you all know, this is a new process. But we're definitely not happy with the result. But we're still in the play for the qualification, and we're still trying to give our best in every game.
Okay. Moving forward, do you see any changes that you can make in the short term for the game tomorrow for you to get a better result and put yourself back once again in the race for one of these qualifying spots?
Well, actually, we hope we are in a better mood because, like I said, we were not finding ourselves as a team. We were not working together for the same objective, and we definitely need a better mood.
Okay, thank you very much. Better luck tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Another tough loss for you guys tonight. How do you get your team mentally prepared and mentally recovered from this game today?
Después de una derrota difícil nuevamente, ¿cómo recuperas a tu equipo mentalmente?
Yo pienso que no tenemos problema con eso porque esta derrota existía una posibilidad muy grande de que sucediera, así que no la sentimos tanto. Con los demás equipos sí lo sentiríamos.
We were prepared to maybe lose tonight. If we lose to the next teams that we have to face, it will be hard. So it's not difficult to recover mentally.
During the second set, the end of the first set to the beginning of the second set, I noticed that the Honduras team made a conscious effort to serve to number one for Guatemala, Jason Neri. Was that a tactical decision on your behalf, or did the players recognize a weakness there in Guatemala's team?
Al final del primer set y al inicio del segundo set, el servicio fue dirigido hacia el jugador número 1, Jason, de Guatemala. ¿Eso fue una estrategia de parte tuya o tus jugadores lo hicieron por su propia cuenta?
Pues esa es una estrategia. Si miramos las estadísticas, él es el jugador de Guatemala que tiene mejor calidad en el recibo. O sea, no es que no puede, pero los demás pueden más que él. Entonces había que irse sobre él.
He's a very good receiver, but between all the players of Guatemala, he's the one that less receives. So it's a strategy. Yes, it was a strategy.
Lo pedimos desde el inicio y no hicieron caso.
Oh, I asked to do it from the start, but the guys didn't comply.
Ok, profe. Muchas gracias y mejor suerte para el próximo partido.